Well, guys, I'm taking a break. This break only literally affects the podcast, but I just kind of want to stop and take a second to talk on here about why I'm going to be away for a little bit. I'm not leaving the internet per se, but I am taking a break from the podcast for about a month. So to everybody who watches this every single week, I am so sorry. I have gotten an influx of complaints already from people who are like, what am I going to watch now when I get myself ready on Tuesdays? You know who you are. I'm so sorry. This is not the normal episode whatsoever in the slightest bit. Welcome back to the pod, guys. It's Tia. If you are new here, welcome to the Lovelies gang. Welcome to Tea Time with Tia. Up till this point in time, I have been doing episodes every Monday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I just talk on my corner of the internet about my life, the things I'm dealing with, the things that my friends are dealing with, or just whatever random thought that popped in my head for the week that I wanted to share with the internet. So if you're new here, you're coming in at a really weird time. I will say that though, because I am literally about to take a hiatus from the podcast. I have loved what the last 5.5 or so months have been of season 2 of the podcast. But mama's tired. It's time to take a break. Now, I will say it's partially because I do need to pace myself in life, and how honest do I want to be with the internet? I think I've kind of hit a wall with things in my personal life here and there in a couple of places. Now, I will say I have also been planning this break for a minute. So this is not completely out of left field or done as like crisis management or anything like that. Everything kind of is just happening at the same time. I've been planning to take a break for a couple months now, to just take the whole month of August off and then come back in September. But there's just been a lot going on in my life to where I'm like, you know what, this is probably a well-placed time for a break. I am somebody who just goes and goes and goes, and it's really easy to then just justify adding more and more to my plate. And kind of like we always talk about here, like you can only hold so much in your world before it like overwhelms you. And so this is a little piece of me practicing what I preach. So yeah, this is very different. So we're just going to treat this like a little life update situation podcast. I don't know what's even happening here. I had no script. I literally have no script, no outline for this chat today. Yeah, so life has been a little bit overwhelming, to be completely honest. There's been a lot of personal changes, a lot of personal stuff in general just happening. Not all bad things, not all great things. There's just been, I don't know. I think I'm going through a lot of changes. I say that all the time, but this has just been a year of change after change after change. And so in an effort to kind of mitigate all of that, I am taking that break. But also it's just kind of giving me more headspace to think about what I want to say here and make it meaningful and not have it be just me talking to a camera because I have to every week. I don't want it to ever become a thing where I just have to talk to you guys every week, because content is something I'm passionate about and something that means a lot to me. I mean, I've been doing this for close to a decade now, and I don't want to like lose my momentum with that by any means. And not in the sense of like, oh, I just need to keep driving and going, but in the sense of like, I don't want to forget why I started doing this in the first place. And so there's that. There are some gears shifting in my content as well. If you guys are following me on Instagram and TikTok, you guys also know I have started working on the world of music again, both as a music teacher and also as an artist. And oh, it sounds so cringe to say that. But yeah, songwriter Tia is back. For the first time in like 6 years, I'm posting my music stuff to the internet, and that's taken a lot of time actually, because I have started working through self-producing, which is a whole process of its own. I definitely have people I can call in to help with production, which is great, but it's become a whole thing that is eating my time right now. And as I'm like trying to adjust my life to the other things that are going on and trying to pick back up this part of my life, it's been a lot to juggle. So the bad news is the pod is going away for a little bit, but the good news is you guys are going to get little blips of my music now. Very scary for me as a perfectionist who is like, just, I want to speed straight ahead to like post-production polished recordings, but that's not how this works. So yeah, you guys are gonna get some rough demos here, which is gonna be fun. But yeah, I am trying to figure out what my content system looks like moving forward. I don't want to make this a super long like explanation. It is already a long explanation. It's been 5.5 minutes of me sitting here talking since I hit record. I think that this time will be helpful for me to just kind of figure out what I want to do with long form content, and also get to like look at feedback from you guys also, because like you guys are very good at talking to me about what you want to see here and things like that. And I don't know, I feel like there's just so much personal evolution going on right now. Like I can't ignore it. I don't want to ignore it. And sometimes that does mean taking more breathing space, and that's okay. Everything else will continue as usual for the most part. I'm still gonna be streaming. Still gonna be on TikTok every single day where I can within reason, you know. You guys will still see little Instagram life updates and stuff like that. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got as far as like the personal life updates. If you're still listening, well, you are a real one. You stayed through all of that. What should we chat about now? Shoot. Okay. So by the time I pick the podcast back up, I will be at about 2 weeks from turning 28. And I don't know, I think there's just this awareness of mortality and intentionality that has kind of set into my brain that's different from past times when I've approached my birthday. And so yeah, I don't know, I think I want to be able to be more present and stuff like that, and also like document my life differently for the last month of being 27. And so that means that the podcast is going to take a little bit of a breathing space. But that does also mean that you guys will see me vlogging, which will be fun. But I say all of that to say, like, I think there's a different awareness now that time is so valuable. And like I say it a lot, and it seems really cliche, but we really are never given quite enough time, and we are supposed to be intentional with it. And I think that just kind of circles back to everything that I put on the internet. I don't want to just be a sound out there. Like, I want it to mean something, and I want it to be for something, for someone, and not just be something that I'm doing because I've done it for so long. There has to be a bigger reason behind why I turn on the camera every week, and a bigger reason why I hit post every week. I can't just be because followers, brand deals. Once it loses its depth and goes to that, I think you've pretty much lost your chance at really doing well at any of this on a genuine level and having it be meaningful. So this time will just kind of serve as a buffer for me to have a little breathing space and think about what it is I want to do with the next year of content, because it has changed so much every single year that I've been doing this. 21-year-old me would be super stoked that I'm still doing this, but also be kind of confused at how we're doing this, which is fun to think about. Yeah, I don't know. I think especially as I near the end of my 20s, I think there's a different awareness of wanting to, I don't know, just not do something meaningless with my life, you know? And a lot of things in my life did not pan out how I thought they would when I was younger. And I'm learning in this season to embrace all of that and just to find the beauty in all of it. You know, it's very rare that life goes exactly the way we plan it. And even the way that I create now, the way I contribute to society now, was not in the original plan. But I think it's maybe the best thing that could have happened in my life. Those are all my thoughts for today. I don't think I want to keep rambling. Oh my gosh, you guys, I feel like I'm gonna puke. Oh my gosh, why am I getting emotional? Why am I getting emotional right now? Oh my gosh. I think it's starting to hit that I am not going to be talking to you guys in this format for an entire month. I will also not be talking to you guys from this spot for the foreseeable future because I am moving podcast spaces. Be very excited for that. This corner has served its purpose for this season, for this time, and we may find our way back to this corner someday down the road in a future season. I don't know. But right now, I know that this corner is not going to be the home of the podcast anymore. And I've been waiting to break that news to you guys. If you're watching the video, if you watch this in the video format, you will no longer be seeing this background. for future podcast episodes, at least not for a while. And I'm really excited to share the new setup when we do come back. A lot of life change has happened. A lot of beautiful and ugly and wonderful things have all happened. And this corner has served as a place where we've documented a lot of thoughts around all of that. And so it's a little bit emotional and a little bit strange, but we're saying goodbye to this format of the podcast. We are always changing and always evolving, and that's such a beautiful and scary thing. And no area of my life has been left untouched by that statement. So this is goodbye to this season of Tea Time with Tia from this little corner of the internet, from this little corner of my world. And stay tuned for season 3. We will be back live in September. But until then, guys, definitely catch up with me on my other platforms. You guys will still see me around. I'll still be posting some YouTube videos here and there, but they won't be the podcast. Podcast needs a little breathing space. She's got to have a little break. Until then, guys, I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to go touch some grass and talk to real people. Social media is fake. And that's a wrap on season 2 of Tea Time with Tia. Bye, guys. I'm gonna go cry now.